Okay, it is almost a week later after that trip, and this video has been a nightmare to edit. I did not expect it to take that long, but here we are. At least it's done. It is my first video, so I did my best. I just wanted to get it over with. I wanted to try to do some vlog videos, but it looks like that might not be the best idea considering the sort of equipment that I actually have. The stuff I was planning to do, sort of POVs and more vlogs, that might not be the best way to go. So right now, what I think I'm going to do for some future videos is do some video essay style videos. So doing some reviews, deep dives into Universal Beijing and its construction, its inception, and eventual opening and its first year of operations. I had to cut out a lot of things from the video because I ended up rambling a lot. I did a lot of deep explanations about each land that we went to, each ride. I tried to include as much as that as possible because I want to share what I really think about the park, but I think the best way to do that is to put it in its own separate video. So I think that's what I'm gonna do in the future. One thing I did film, but I didn't include, well, there's two things. Number one, I talked about if you're thinking of coming to Universal Studios Beijing or the Beijing Resort in general, right now, is it worth it? So with the zero COVID policy in China, they want to minimize transmission chains of COVID-19. Everything's still basically been technically locked down for almost 2-3 years. Everyone still has to use their health kit QR code in Beijing, which means they have to scan a QR code everywhere when they go into a restaurant or shop or just anything. They have a QR code that tracks the contact of where you go. Masks here are still required. When you're flying in from foreign countries, you still have to quarantine. So currently the quarantine situation is 7+3, is 7 days in a hotel, which they arrange for you to quarantine. And then the last 3 days is a household quarantine. But if you don't live here, you have to quarantine 3 more days in that same hotel, which means you're quarantining for 10 days. Personally, if you're coming from overseas, definitely not. That is not a worthwhile visit with all the restrictions and necessary stuff that you have to arrange. It's very frustrating, very annoying. If you are looking to visit, maybe wait till that quarantine drops till at least less than a week. Plus right now, the park in its current state, I personally think it's not to its full potential yet. Maybe you can wait a little bit, come back in the future, because right now there isn't much to do. It is definitely a one-day park, and maximum a day and a half. You could probably finish everything and watch all the shows. Like you saw, I managed to finish 14 rides, including the flat rides, in a day, and watch the 2 main shows. Now I'm definitely gonna do a whole video on this, but I personally think there isn't enough original stuff in this park that is worth visiting at the moment. I think I will make a whole video regarding this sort of topic. There isn't much that is worth traveling so far to visit, unlike, you know, Shanghai Disneyland, where they have innovative and huge e-ticket attractions that you can't find anywhere, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Battle for the Sunken Treasure, Tron Light Cycle Run, the entirety of the park basically, because everything feels so fresh, so new. It's a whole new take on a sort of Disney park. Now, Universal Studios Beijing, it seems more like an Islands of Adventure park, a sort of best of Universal compilation park. The only original things in this park that are definitely worth coming for are Jurassic World Adventure and probably the show Untrainable. That's not a lot. That's a show and a ride. The other new additions aren't necessarily worth it. Now, one other thing that I would say would be worth it is the theming. I think they did a pretty good job. Regarding the cohesiveness of that theming, that's a whole other story. See, I've gone a whole ramble again. This happens every time. This is why the video is almost like 40 minutes long. Now, second thing, before I end the video, I did film myself opening the Minion Monsters collectibles the night that we came back, but it was really dark and the footage was awful. So right now, if you don't see it in the back, they're right there, the 2 Minion Monsters. So I actually did an unboxing, but it was way too dark, and I used the other camera where nothing really ever focused on me, so it was really awful. But I'm gonna show you it right now because I have pretty good lighting. And yeah, so we got 2 of them. Here we have the Franken Bob Minion Monster. You have here Bob as Frankenstein. They have a little backdrop There's in the little TV, these things are like rubber. If you look at the back, it says Minion Monsters, and it says Universal Studios Beijing. So this is exclusive merch right here. Now it does also come with a collecting card. So on the front, you have Frank and Bob, and then a nice lettering with Minion Monsters, and it says Universal Studios Beijing. Here is Zombie Tim, which is the secret special edition to the Minion Monsters, the secret collectible. Now on the back it says Minion Monsters again. It says name Frank and Bob, and yeah. So I think this is a pretty cool collectible for 89 kwai. This is pretty heavy duty, and it's quite heavy, and also it has this nice little feature. You press this button, it lights up. So there, I think you can get a better view of the backdrop. It's like a window, I think, of Frankenstein's lab. So if you press it once, you get this solid light, but if you press it again, it pulses sort of, so it kind of flickers. And if you put this on in the dark, it looks really cool. Now let's take a look at the second one that I got. I got the Invisible Tom. Now this is a parody of the Invisible Man. If you look at it right here. So I'll turn the light on. So here you have Invisible Tom. He's made of clear plastic, and then he has like little hair on the top, the iconic goggles, and he has a suit on. And then the background, it looks like a laboratory. If you look at the back, it's the same thing. And then yeah, if you press the button again, it pulses. I love that they have this cool feature where it flashes. It really gives it sort of a spookier vibe, I guess. Now if we take a look at the collectible card, this is the art that they have. It's really nice. I mean, I really enjoy this sort of art. I didn't really think that the Minion theme with the Halloween theme mixed together works so well, since how much I enjoyed the classic Universal monsters. But looking at these, I really enjoy them being like the only collectibles for Halloween that they have in the park currently, which is really nice. They also have another type of collectible, which is a Zodiac collectible for the 12 Chinese Zodiacs. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, you can see the art. He's invisible, so you can see the little vials and flasks in the background through him. On the back it says, Minion Monsters, Invisible Tom, and yeah. So these two are the collectibles that we got. 2 boxes, that's 89 RMB each. For that price, and considering how big these things are, this is a pretty good collectible that Universal has made, and I think they do some really good merchandise at the park. So good job, Universal. You have done a really good job, and maybe if I go back, I'll be tempted and get maybe 2 more or 3 more or 4 more, or get the 6-pack package and then have some leftovers where I'll just give it to someone or something. I don't know. So yeah, that's the sort of end. I just wanted to add this on because the original footage was rubbish, and I don't know how weird this video is or how scuffed it is. It is my first video. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I really want to make some good content from this park because I have a lot of thoughts about this park and I really want to share it with everyone. So hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe stick around in the future. Maybe I'll make some other videos, more video essay style videos talking about the park itself and other cool stuff. Thank you for watching, for subscribing. I'll see you next time.